Welcome back to Alan Wake Part 19. While we continue to run aimlessly to the end of Episode 3, we will continue our previous discussion of video games that we have been playing. And I was going to say that I have been playing a shitload of Bloodborne yesterday, both on my buddy's profile and my own profile. My own profile, of particular note, I wanted to do a strength run. Strength run means whenever you level up, starting from the beginning of the game to the end of the game, you can only commit your points to stats that increase your attack power.
Okay.
And I beat the game. I beat Gurman. I beat the Moon Presence. And my guy is fragile as shit, but he deals a lot of damage really quickly.
Mm-hmm. He is what in Pokemon will be called a sweeper.
A sweeper. Yes, he sweeps the battlefield with his great broom.
You know, we don't actually have a broom Pokemon yet. I mean, we have a lawnmower, but we don't have a broom.
I mean, we have Pokemon that hold brooms.
Through the bars of the jail cell.
Do we?
Barry stood behind
I mean,
me,
Mr. Mime, I suppose, but that was an anime thing.
I felt.
Exactly,
Nightingale
Mr. Mime.
stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff
He's
Brent.
servile.
Nightingale had a stack of
He'll
For
wear
the
a-
record, giving Mr. Mime the fairy typing is actually a really good thing. I like that.
Well, I've got
So
you
he's
now,
fairy
ladies
and psychic now?
It's all
Yep, he's
here.
fairy psychic
All
now.
the evidence,
Does he have any
including
double
conspiracy
weaknesses
to
because of
murder
that?
Federal agent.
I don't think so. Actually, giving him fairy typing gives him resistance. Gives him resistance to dark. So now he takes neutral damage from dark.
Interesting. Very interesting, actually. How about
But
Bug?
you brought up Bloodborne, and I wanted to bring up to light something that has recently happened that everyone else already knows about, but I still can't get over. Dark Souls Remastered is coming to the Switch, and I have to ask, why?
Because Dark Souls is fucking awesome and you should love it.
But I don't, and Dark Souls 1 controls like fucking shit. On purpose. Dark Souls 1 does not like you.
Well, you know what I'm hoping is that if they do port it onto the Switch, that they get rid of the fat roll finally. That would be nice.
By fat roll, you mean the fact that you're still hittable during your dodge roll?
No, you're always hittable during your dodge, except for a brief instance. You are hittable during the dodge roll. But I'm saying that the fat roll means that when you roll really, really slowly. Versus the not fat roll, which is more like the Bloodborne Dark Souls 3 roll, where you roll, you jump, and you stand back up, and you can move again. You don't have to wait a half hour to be able to move again.
Well, it's closer to 2 seconds, but yeah. And I really don't think that they'll do that. I don't think that they'll actually fiddle with the controls for Dark Souls Remastered. They should. They should make it somewhat more accessible to the coffee thermoses that are placed precarious. You said that the coffee thermoses would be in areas where people would actually be drinking coffee. People that are sitting on broken balconies are not supposed to be drinking coffee.
Come on, you can't see like a 15-year-old like dangling his feet off of the bridge, sipping coffee, looking at the woods.
I can see a 22-year-old doing that, sure, but
well, your 22-year-old loves coffee very much.
I told him at gunpoint.
Yes, he does, but he's still not supposed to be doing that. Now, do you want the pump-action shotgun, or do you want the normal shotgun?
I wanted the pump action because it has more ammo. And I also underestimated how long you have to hold the goddamn B button in order to switch weapons. That's why I was standing there for a second.
It's not like old Battlefront 2 where it's, about 2 seconds and then switch.
So yeah, every once in a while, Alan Wake will acquire a new weapon, and the weapon is usually more powerful than the weapons that you had access to before you found it, which is nice.
Ouch.
Ow. Cheater! You were in the light.
Oh, come on. Let us take it. We'll take it with us. It's like 50 pounds. We can carry that.
I could totally see Alan Wake holding that as Frank West would be holding a TV at the Willamette Mall.
Now, does the pump action shotgun still one-shot these weaker guys up close?
If I'm not mistaken, the pump action does a little bit less damage than the regular shotgun. The advantage, of course, being that it has more bullets per clip.
Yeah, well, it's not actually a clip because it's a shotgun, but...
Well, I use the term clip as a general term to mean the number of bullets you have to fire before you reload.
Right. get it, but what would that be called? It's not a holster. It's not a clip.
It's a magazine.
It might be a magazine, but
no, it's not. Magazine refers to a container that you put into your gun that contains more than one bullet. The shotgun fires slug by slug.
But it's pump action.
Right, which means
So
you have to
where-
load.
so
Which means you
where
have to
is it
load a
holding all
slug.
the additional slugs?
That is a good question, and that would be the equivalent of the magazine is the number of slugs before you have to put more slugs into the shotgun.
Yeah, but as a pump action shotgun, aren't you supposed to be reloading it slug by slug?
Well, you're not
much like the,
reloading. Reloading is the act of putting
dark
bullets
presence was
that were
moving
not in the
ahead
gun
same
into the
direction I
gun.
was going.
We're not
Right.
reloading.
Cold fear
We're
settled
clearing the
itself in pit of
chamber.
my stomach. Was it
Okay.
going for Alice?
Hence the pump action.
so the chamber is actually able to hold a total of 7 rounds or slugs.
No. The chamber holds one bullet at a time.
So where do the other 6 slugs go?
It goes into a place, the name of which I cannot say. These are extremely dangerous taken, by the way.
Because they are rushing at you, like they're supposed to.
Okay, well these two guys over here are okay. It's Mr. Teleport that's kind of catching me by surprise right now.
Because he is Ninja Man.
He's Ninja
Coming to Mega
Man.
Man 11.
Have you seen anything on the game 20XX?
I have, and honestly, 20XX looks a bit too difficult for my like, but it looks like a great expansion of the Mega Man license.
So, my buddy had fallen in love with 20XX sometime last month, and he has in his man cave 2 dedicated computers that allow people to co-op 20XX.
Yeah,
It's pretty fucking cool, man. Co-op
it is pretty fucking cool.
Co-op Mega Man, hell yeah. Die, robber man.
Oh, he wasn't a ninja, he was just a mugger.
He was a burglar. He was trying to steal my life.
And
killed
added
him.
to his own wallet.
So yes, 20XX. If you at home have not seen 20XX, I highly recommend looking it up. It is an instant favorite among Mega Man fans.
Yes. Honestly, if it weren't so difficult, I would probably be looking at it, but there's a Kirby
Place
game
was
coming
dead,
out in a couple
a
of
ghost
months,
town.
and I need
Had been for
to be saving up
decades,
for a
maybe
Switch, so...
century.
How would you feel if Nintendo released a co-op Kirby game?
They did.
They did?
Yes. Return to Dreamland is completely co-op. And although not everyone gets to play as Kirby, at least I think not everyone gets to play as Kirby. Maybe everyone can play as Kirby. But the co-op of it is honestly one of its more well-remembered features, despite it, bullshitting over the single-player experience pretty hard. Just like the Super Mario series.
There wasn't.
Yeah, as in other words, games that were designed for one player do not necessarily create great co-op experiences.
Right. I mean, 2 players actually works pretty well in Return to Dreamland. 4 does not. No.
I was fumbling and I had no plan.
One problem I could see in co-op Kirby would be if players get a little too greedy with the power-ups on the battlefield and they keep taking power-ups that their buddy could have.
But that's the same problem that beat 'em ups in general have had for, since the 80s, so. Gray Peak Gorge was abandoned almost overnight when the Bright Falls Mining Company closed its doors in 1970.
When the Great Eruption destroyed all of humanity and nothing is left.
Wasn't it a collapse?
No, it was I'm sure the mine had partially collapsed when the eruption happened, definitely, but it was the volcanic eruption that caused the mine to be shut down.
Ah, alright.
This was the town that was here. These people are all probably dead now.
There used to be a train here.
Very Nightmare of Elm Street of this game. Okay, let's kill the poltergeist now. Here they come. Evil refrigerators!
Evil flying refrigerators of doom!
Of doom!
like how the cutscene your light is actually still working.
Everything's still working. I believe I have the freedom to move too. It's just everything moves in super slow-mo.
In order to warn the player and Alan that holy shit, this thing's about to charge at you.
Okay, all right, it's okay. The objects are gone now.
But this is still a train track, although it's broken as fuck.
It is broken as fuck.
Really? They didn't use this opportunity to throw a train car at Alan?
They could have. They very well could have.
They should have, honestly.
Disembodied train car from nowhere.
Yeah. I mean, sure, pieces of a train car are exploding around us, but it's not really a full train car.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Flashbang. Flashbang. Please. Please. Please die. I don't like these poltergeists. They're kind of cheap.
Yeah, but they get stopped by the environment, despite the fact that they're throwing the environment at you.
Okay, so they're here.
Hello, Shining reference.
Poltergeist. That was a reference. Yes.
Yeah, it is a poltergeist. Key!
Okay.
Collect keys to open doors.
So yes, poltergeists are very easily dispatched, but you have to use the environment to your advantage, because as long as the poltergeist has a straight line path to Alan, and it's not too far away, then you will probably get hit and take massive damage.
Now, after all, Alan's skin is his weak point.
His skin? Yes. The darkness must destroy this thing called flesh. Although I could totally see, like, a Night Springs episode where somebody would wake up and all their skin was gone.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Anything outside of writing is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet.
Who's operating the camera?
He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above.
Even Alan Wake can't keep himself entertained if he tried.
I crawl back upstairs.
He'd rather watch a can rolling on the ground.
They ring true. They fit.
Yeah, he's talking about the writing conventions.
Ooh, a hunting rifle.
I am a sucker for information. I'm also a sucker for high-powered weapons. Just in time for me to replace my now empty pump-action shotgun.